What if I told you this weekend trip was supposed to cost us $2,000 and it ended up only costing us $300 for hotels and two first class flights? Yeah, let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon, and I think I've officially caught the travel bug. This was my first time using multiple points currencies and award search tools to book a quick domestic weekend trip, and of course, flying in first class. Originally, this trip was priced out to be $2,000 for a weekend, a couple of days. Was not happy about that. I honestly considered just sending the graduate some money and staying at home. And here's the thing, I had a long term plan for my points for the next year or two, but you never know when a deval's coming, so might as well use them. So I started messing around with, the popular ones, Seats.Aero and Points, yeah. And suddenly, award flights were just jumping off the screen. And not just random availability in the currencies I actually had. So that's when I knew we were on the right track. So thanks to Rakuten, over Christmas and early January, had a decent amount of cash back sitting there waiting for the February deposit. Instead of cashing it out, I used it for Bilt rewards, mainly because we were considering the Bilt card that just came out. Whew. But yeah, so we did get the Bilt card, but we were just planning on trying it out for the mortgages. But so this was still a test run, so that's why I sent my Rakuten rewards to Bilt. So I ended up using what most people do. They go on the American Airlines, look for their flight. I verified availability, then it was time for the transfer. So after verifying with Seats.Aero and Points, yeah, that there were some award flights available, I went back to American to verify that they truly did have the one-way flights. And then over here we have our Rakuten cash that was sent over to Bilt, and then we had the Bilt account made and ready just because we were anticipating that Bilt card coming out. But that's besides the point because we just needed the Atmos rewards for this trip. So we did end up sending over 18,000 points to Alaska or Atmos rewards, and then we were able to book through Alaska with American for a return flight in first class, just around 18,000 miles and $11.20 and about $25 in the award fee that Alaska charges for booking award flights, which I was completely fine with once I saw that cent per point value. And then on the way down there, we booked with via American, just about 39,000 miles and $11.20. So that was we just ate that because I didn't really find any other award flights other than American, so that was fine. And then luckily we're sitting at $303 right now for one night in Dallas, 2 nights in the graduation city, plus the first class flights. All of that with an infant in lap. Whew. And I'm just waiting on the VentureX to renew so we can book our rental car through their travel portal and use that $300 credit there to essentially still be around $303 of money. But you know how that goes. So here's the breakdown of our cent per point. The Alaska was 18,000 Atmos rewards. It would have cost $730 if we paid out of pocket for that one way. So that ended up being 3.44 cents per point. And then our American on the arrival or on the way down there would have been just around 1.84 cents per point, which I'm still happy with. It's above 1 cent per point. Isn't that what we all want? Moral of the story here is that kind of redemption makes you want to stop hoarding points and just start traveling. Otherwise, I would have just sat on them. Probably a deval would happen, but all you need is the right tools, the right transfer timing, and a willingness to actually use your points, which it took me a while. So this was my first time stacking multiple points currencies. I kind of like it, kind of like the complexness. I know this is probably not that complex to people that have been doing it a while, but just jump in there and get my feet wet. It felt pretty good getting that 3.44 cents per point. Definitely using those built points. I can see why people are a fan of them. But if you enjoyed this breakdown, stick around because this is just the beginning. Thanks for hanging out. If you enjoyed this breakdown, stick around because we've got a lot more redemptions coming. Because apparently, I've got the travel bug. See you in the next one.